Okay. There we go.
Right, you got a link already?
Yeah. Weird.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, Adam. How's it going?
Hi, Adam.
Looks like it's just you so far, buddy. And unless something changed in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, Micah's here. Hi, Micah.
Hey, Micah. Raphael is the winner. Hey, Jason. Hope you're feeling better than yesterday. You're not the only one.
It looks like Yoda came in a close second.
Yeah, I think Yoda and Ahsoka tied for second place.
Oh. So does the second place on the poll automatically make it onto the poll for the next week?
That's what I was doing. I mean, that's why Raphael was on this one. 'Cause I felt like enough people voted, he should get another shot. All right.
So are we doing another warm-up, or are we just getting right into it?
No, I think we're just gonna get right into it.
Okay.
I don't know, Adam. If they're tied for a second place, I don't know if they both should go on the next one or not. But I don't see why not.
You could roll the dice and see who wins.
All right, here we go.
I don't know.
Bob's not on tonight, so I don't think anybody will freak out when it comes to the erasing part.
Jason White says both together for the next one. Ahsoka
Yeah,
and
we
Yoda.
talked about that a little bit with the when it was Raphael and the Snow Trooper were kind of tied, and I was like, the only thing to do is to draw Raphael fighting a Snow Trooper. So maybe,
Yeah, but the person who wins that, where else are you going to get one of those?
right? I'm just gonna do a weeping ninja pose, I guess. Move over a little bit. I'm not gonna be as super talkative tonight, probably because of my weird allergy head cold thing I've got going on.
Micah says he voted for Michelangelo.
Yeah. If only that had been an option.
Yeah, if this is black and white, how do you know which one it is?
You'll know. If you're a turtle fan, you'll know.
Okay, so you can explain it to me.
It's by which weapons they're using.
Really? That's it?
Partially, yeah. Raphael tends to be the grumpy, sarcastic, usually bulkier turtle, which is why he's my favorite.
You're grumpy?
Yeah, sarcasm, grumpiness, the whole thing. His head a little bit lower. So you have good taste, Adam. See, if Micah wins tonight, there's gonna be people are gonna be like, "It's rigged."
There's gonna be a revolt, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. You know, this is kind of your thing. You could just make a rule that you can't win 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I guess.
Which technically,
He didn't.
he didn't, because
Yeah.
Autumn won the first time. Jason says it's rigged.
Yeah. Well,
So rigged.
yeah, that's true, Micah. For those who don't know, I roll badly. Is basically what it usually boils down to. Is you're while not 100%, you're better off guessing low when I roll. I didn't roll a 1, but you know what's funny is the first time I was getting set up for this, and I was getting, you know, everything in place down here and whatnot, I had brought the die down with the little dice box to roll in and everything, and just on a lark I rolled, and of course it was a 1. And it just kind of comforted me, actually, because everything seemed to be in working order. All right. I think we're going to go with that.
Jason says that explains it. The universe is back in balance.
Right. You watch tonight, I'll roll a 20 or something.
So for people who haven't been here the last couple weeks, why are you erasing all the cool stuff you just did?
All the quote-unquote cool stuff I just did was really just like a skeleton framework for me to have a guide to where I want to put more of my finished lines. And I can still see, it doesn't show up on camera very well, although tonight it's not too bad. But I can see a lot of what I scribbled here, and then I just gives me a guide for like placement and composition, anatomy, that kind of thing. If I were to just try to draw it right from the get-go, it would be a lot harder to make sure that the figure's centered at least a little bit, or the pose is working, that sort of thing.
Johan said it's good to get that fumble out of your system early in the game, and Jason says, "Oh, Jeff just keeps the fumbles going. He's a master."
Yeah, it's a comedy of errors, really.
So for those of you who watch Jeff do his drawing and think that it looks really amazing, I do have a funny story for you guys from when we first started dating. He had been doing some scribbling at my house, and he left his little sketches behind. And my cat Salty got up and left like little kitty footprints all over what he had drawn. And I was like so afraid to tell him. I was like terrified he was going to break up with me because she ruined his amazing work. And he would, what did you do? I think you threw it in the trash.
Yeah. It was just, it was just sketches.
Yeah. But to me, I thought, I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And he's going to be so mad. He didn't care.
No, that's a perennial thing in our house sometimes is Alicia doesn't get why I don't save all the sketches I do. But most of them are just practice junk that I'm just trying to get out of my system. And if I saved everything, we'd be...
I'm better at it now,
swimming.
but I used to like save his artwork that he tried to throw away because I'd be like, no, it's too good, you can't throw it out.
Yeah. Which is flattering, but it's a lot. It should not be a surprise to anyone that there is a large ratio of drawings that look like crap before you get to one that looks pretty good. At least that's been my experience.
Well, I think your eye is different than most people's,
Probably.
Yeah. Layman's eye, right? So what looks like crap to you might look amazing to somebody else.
Right, that's true.
Is not trained like you are.
It's a real hard thing for artists and I think writers and musicians and all that to get over. We really are our own worst critics, and sometimes it's hard to see that. Ray, how's it going, buddy? You made it.
Ray says, oh no, I regret it already.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Are you not a turtle fan, Ray?
I had commented earlier today about how, he's like, I'm really going to try to make this one. And then I'm like, you'll realize why you really have wanted to miss it once you see one. And then
Johan says, one man's doodle is another man's garbage. Art. I meant to say art.
Yeah, exactly. So those of you who don't know, Ray Dillon is a comic book artist, and you should go check out his stuff. Recently came out with his own creator-owned comic, right, Ray? The Evolution, I think it's called. It's good-looking stuff.
Ray says, looking awesome, and then also don't believe him.
You don't have to believe me. Just go look it up.
Is Ray the one from Maine?
Yeah. Ray lives. Where are you at, Ray? Can't remember where I saw that you were. I was like,
Ray may not want to tell.
I'm not going to tell people on YouTube where I am. God. It's on his Facebook page.
So I'm going to shamelessly promote Jeff for a second. I see we have a bunch of people here, but only one like on the video. So if you guys want to slap some likes on there, I don't know if Jeff really cares, but I would appreciate it.
I'm not good at the YouTube thing, clearly.
Ray is definitely a Maine, he says.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to get Paul to do one of these things, Ray. I keep thinking he needs to get at least into the 20th century, if not the 21st.
Ray said that would rock, and Jason asked a sketch off.
Sketch off, yeah. Well, I think one of these days Ray and I will do a joint stream, mess around.
That sounds awesome. Are you thinking like from your respective homes, or like physically get together? And
I mean, it'd probably be more fun to physically get together, but probably more feasible to do it online.
Johan says, shameless self-promotion is an art form in and of itself. Jeff's not very good at the self-promotion, so.
No, never have been, really. I think it's a pretty common thing for most artists to kind of be not so great at the promotion side of things.
Ray says that in person would be super cool.
Yeah. Probably be less glitchy. I don't know, I always worry about the technological side of it.
I wonder if we could figure out how to do the heads at the same time as we do the drawing. That would be, we'll have to research that a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a couple of cameras and...
Johan says he's not good at it either.
It's tricky, especially for dinosaurs.
This is a turtle.
Yeah, it's a turtle, but I'm a dinosaur. This one's going a little bit quicker than the other one.
Looks really good. Logan Runs says, nice talent, bro.
Thank you. Again, sorry if I don't know you by your YouTube name, if I know you in real life.
Yeah, and if we have any new folks here who haven't joined one of these before, when Jeff is done with the sketch, he rolls a d20, and the first person to guess what number he rolled correctly in the comment section, he will send the sketch to. And he does these Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's true.
Jason asks, shading the same way S motion again.
So yeah, I was talking about this when doing the Snow Trooper. Sometimes when you're shading in pencil, or you can do it in ink too if you're being loose enough, it makes sense to shade in the direction of whatever motion you're trying to convey. Like that Snow Trooper picture had a sort of a silhouette of a wampa in the background, and the wind was blowing across it, so it made sense to shade in that direction to help convey the motion of the wind. When I went to college, anytime I had any black anywhere, I was just scribbling in all kinds of different directions, you know, just kind of making a mess. And then I would look at people's pinups and stuff, and the blacks all looked really tight and smooth, and it came down to always going in the same direction. But with a sketch like this, I'm not really trying to get solid black because I'll be here all night. But where he's jumping down like this, if I mostly go up and down, that's the point of that. Okay. I think we're pretty close to being done with this guy. Maybe I'll do a little bit of shading. Like I said, normally I'd be a little bit more talkative, but my throat is kind of bugging me, so. Okay. All right, so we're about at the fun part, which is random drawing to see who wins. So again, I'm about to roll a 20-sided die, and thank you, Jason. Once I roll it, I'll let you know, and then whoever guesses the number first wins. Okay, it has been rolled. Good instinct, Jason. Nobody has guessed it yet. The last one at last I see. It's not two, Jason. Nope. Fully twice as much as Jason's guess. Oh, for crying out loud, Micah.
Micah won.
You won again. It was 8. My fledgling. It's not a 20, Ray. I probably won't roll a 20.
Jason says it's rigged.
It's totally rigged. My fledgling live stream is going to be smeared.
Micah does have an unfair advantage
Yeah,
considering you two
when we
share a brain.
when we play D&D, Micah tends to roll pretty hot, so that's That's actually on brand. So, Micah, I sent you a text. I don't know if you want me to hang on to these and you grab them when you're in Bangor, or you want me to send them out. So, yeah. Pretty soon, Micah will have a sketch art book of my stuff by the time I've done 20 of these things.
I thought about saying 8 before him, so I.
Yeah, you're a winner in my book, Ray. Well, the only answer for people who didn't win is you have to tune in next week and try again.
Yes.
I'll try to make sure Micah has technical difficulties or something.
If people have subjects that they would like to see on the poll, is there a way that they could let you know that? Or do you just want to come up with that?
I think what might work best is I'll still do the polls, but if people have suggestions, they can go ahead and put them in the comments on the poll, and then I'll mix stuff in the next time around. Yeah, I will roll a 1, I'm sure, at least once.
Wait, should we mix it up and have me roll once in a while, and then maybe you'll get a number in the double digits?
Oh, that's a good idea. If my wife rolls, you know, you won't know.
You've been in the single digits every time, haven't you?
Yeah. Yep. All right, gang. I guess that's it. I appreciate everybody stopping by, even Micah again. And hopefully I'll see you guys here next week. Thank you, Jason.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.